think some modern games hold your hand throughout your playthrough? Ever wanted more of a challenge? Time to pick up those gamepads, geeks. Today on Geek Pop, we'll share with you our picks for 5 platforming games to get good at. For this list, we won't be including modern games that could be considered as the Dark Souls of platforming games, where you die an innumerable amount of times due to the game's difficulty. We'll save those for another list. We're also factoring replayability with these games, so prepare to enjoy mastering these. As always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more Geek Pop content, and ring the bell icon to get notified of our latest uploads. Push start, geeks. Let's play. Number 5. Crash Bandicoot Warped!
Crash Bandicoot Warped!
Crash Bandicoot games are some of the hardest in the golden age of 3D platformers in the 90s, with some people complaining that the game is just unfairly difficult. But with the sequels came improvements, and Naughty Dog finally got up to speed with the 3rd installment in the series. It's a shame that it's the last good Crash game until the release of the Insane trilogy. Anyway, back to Crash 3. It still has the same quirky characters and the eye-catching world that we've come to love with this series, but the controls just seem to be more refined. The power-ups you get from beating bosses really do add up to the gameplay experience, and especially when you replay the levels for the time trials. These challenging trials are actually a gateway to injury if you're not careful. You've been warned. Mastery may be difficult and literally painful, but it's definitely doable. Number 4. Shovel Knight. The series is well known for its intricate levels, memorable characters, and tight gameplay. For this list, however, we'll feature the OG, which was later labeled as Shovel of Hope. Before you venture into the spin-offs, it would be best if you could get to experience this iteration of the game first. The mechanics are similar to the OG Mega Man games, but with more refinement thanks to modern tech. The levels are of varying lengths, with some of them getting really long, but you get to immerse in them most with Shovel Knight's relatively slower pace. The game also offers a sense of progression, again with more power-ups and useful relics. The game even has an achievement for speedrunning, so replay to your heart's content until you get much better at it. Number 3. Super Mario World. We could have chosen any of the newer games with more polish and better graphics, but sometimes the oldies can be just as good, if not better. For one, the newer games have this noob-friendly mechanic called the Golden Leaf. This makes Mario invincible against enemies from the moment you put it on until the end of the level. Unless you take a fall, that is. This mechanic, when used, also won't let you truly complete the game 100%. Anyways, back to Super Mario World. The levels of this game are nicely crafted, with difficulty slowly ramping up as you go along. Curious enough to discover the game's many secrets? Get ready for more challenges, especially when you finally get to the special world. You can choose to speedrun this game if you think you could, or you could dive deep and master this game. It's up to you. Either way, Super Mario World is something you're sure to pick up over and over again. It's just that fun! Number 2. Super Mario Odyssey. Thought you wouldn't see another Mario game on the list? You just got you baited. Odyssey is a masterpiece in its own right, one-upping other main series entries before it. Tight controls, fantastic kingdoms, a whole lot of collectibles, and a gigantic world to explore until you get 999 moons or even beyond. The game deserves a whole video essay on why it's one of the best games on the Switch, so if you want to see that video, consider subscribing and clicking the bell to know when it's out. For now, this huge adventure ahead of you is something that we really don't want to spoil too much. You're better off playing this game after you watch this video, of course. Number 1. Mega Man X. A masterclass when it comes to video game design. This is a prime example that all developers should learn from. And of course, all players should experience. The intro stage doesn't hold your hand and instead teaches you the basics of the game. from wall climbing to the introduction of a charged shot, even down to motivating a player to get better, this game has you covered. You will learn to play the game without guides of any sort and at the very first level. But we've only scratched the tip of the iceberg here. The levels are designed for a much faster pace compared to the OG Mega Man games. Plus, there's also a sense of growth by giving X upgrade parts. The game can be difficult for beginners, but mastering it is not a tall order. Getting over this game is an accomplishment, but doing it in style is infinitely more rewarding. It's game over for now, geeks. That was our list for 5 challenging platforming games to master. Definitely a lot of contenders out there for this genre, so if you missed your favorite, let us know what it is in the comments and we might just feature it next time. Remember to like the video, subscribe for more Geek Pop content, and hit the bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.